All right, the moment has come. This is my review for Zack Snyder's Justice League. All right, so obviously I've seen this movie a while ago, but we're doing a rewatch. I watched all the original Supermans because I haven't seen all the original Supermans before. I've seen like pieces of some of them, but I never watched all of them in their entirety, and I did, and I enjoyed that. So if you want to check out my reviews on those, and then I watched Man of Steel, and I watched Batman v Superman, and now I'm back at Zack Snyder's Justice League. I didn't rewatch Superman Returns, which I could have done, but I remember that movie fondly, and I feel like I don't need to revisit that one. I feel like I remember a good amount of it, and it was good, and I'm good. I don't want to I might revisit it, but I wanted to end my Superman journey with Man of Steel. I mean with Zack Snyder's Justice League. And also I've seen James Gunn's Superman. And all this started from James Gunn's Superman. I saw James Gunn's Superman, and I went in with my arms folded, and I was expecting not to like it because I love my boy Henry Cavill. And the thing is, what do you call it? I really enjoyed it. I actually really did enjoy James Gunn's Superman. It had a very hopefulness and comic book feel to it that I haven't gotten in most other Supermans, which I did enjoy, but this was just a different feeling, and I really enjoyed it. And I was very surprised by how much I enjoyed it, and it renewed my love for Superman. So I went back to see what that hopefulness was like in the other one, so I went to see it. And not that Zack Snyder doesn't give that hopeful feel. He does at certain moments, but that's not all it is, you know? He doesn't really have that whimsical feel. But the thing about Zack Snyder is he had a plan, you know? Some people don't know this. I'm sure most people know this now because people talk about him a lot as far as him and Superman. The thing is that they love Christopher Nolan's Batman, and then they said, hey, Christopher Nolan's one of the producers on Zack Snyder's Justice League and all this type of things as well. So, and Man of Steel. And they said, hey, we want this kind of tone. We want this serious tone that worked for Batman. We want it for Superman. So Zack Snyder came on board and he said, I'm going to do it. And he did it. So some people who just don't like the way he did the tone, I mean, you can't really blame him for that. That's what they told him to do. He did a great job. And, but I understand they don't like that tone. What I will say about this is Zack Snyder's vision was to have Superman go through all this turmoil and different things, and then he was gonna get to that Superman, that almost whimsical. I feel like he was gonna get there at a certain point in the story, but he never got to get that chance. He brings Superman through all these different things, and then they didn't do a Man of Steel too. But all that aside, Zack Snyder Justice League, here we are. I love it. I always loved it. When it came out, I loved it. I don't even remember the original Justice League with, I'm not even gonna say freaking the guy's name who did it, but this is such a great version, and I watched it on DVD. I bought it on DVD, Blu-ray a long time ago, so I got to watch it with no ads and just I tried to power through the whole thing. I did, but I was like, I'm not gonna watch this tired. So I know I did stop at around the 2-hour mark, then I rewatched the rest. But I do want to say whoever plays Wonder Woman next is in for a big mark on there, because the way Zack Snyder portrays Wonder Woman is so strong and so on point. Even the Amazon women, the Amazon warriors, it's so amazing. It's such a full experience when you watch it. The mascara, it's just on point. And it's just interesting because I'm like, damn, they just have to be fierce, and they have to just don't do what Gal Gadot did, but just do what they can do. And the thing is about Gal Gadot is Gal Gadot, she plays Wonder Woman so well. It's I feel like she was made to play that role. Whatever you may think about her acting, but that role on her, she's Wonder Woman. She is Wonder Woman. When I watch her, I'm like, damn, she's so good. And it's just she reminds me the Wonder Woman from that DC animated series. I'm like, and what I'll say is not animated series, but I'll say DC animated. She DC animated movies, not the newest ones. The newest one, I might have to make a video about that altogether, because the new DC animation just destroyed DC. I don't even care about any DC animated movies now. There was a time where DC animated movies used to come out, and I was like, oh my God, and I used to be excited to watch them. Throne of Atlantis, Flashpoint, but that time, that era of Wonder Woman and that animated DC, that's the Wonder Woman Gal Gadot reminds me of. It's a strong and powerful and sexy. She just seems like she's capable of everything. She's able to body people, and she's also smart, and she just seems like such a warrior princess. And whoever's next, they have to be, I hope they're fierce. They have to be fierce. They just have to be, they could be beautiful and graceful, but they have to be fierce. Gal Gadot, when she's fighting, I feel like, golly, like I believe it. I believe she could go toe to toe. I know that Superman's gonna body her, but I believe that if she was really in her motion, and she was really like in a mode where, like, say Superman went bad and she had to fight him, I believe that they could fight. Not that she's gonna lose, but I believe she could try to punch him and rock him. She would try to get some hits on him. I believe she's such a warrior that she might be like go under his leg and kick him up. She might try like to do some moves. Like, she's such a warrior that I accept it, and I think it's awesome. On another note, let's talk about the Cyborg, man. I feel like when this movie started, I almost forgot. I didn't forget about Cyborg, but I just like forgot how big of a part he is in the Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I can't believe they cut all that out. I can't. Once it started and I seen Cyborg, I was like I just can't. Like, how do they see Cyborg's storyline and cut it out? Like, maybe try to minimize it a bit, but the more I think about the Justice League version that was in the theaters, like, they had like this thing, they had like this whole subplot with this family that was in the buildings and stuff. Like, there's so much time that they could have allocated to some of these great pieces that was in Zack Snyder's Justice League. And Cyborg, like, dang, like, it's crazy because Zack Snyder put this beautiful little story about him, you know, helping this waitress out with her kids, and her money was low, and he helped her. He helped her get like 100,000 or whatever. Like, that little story is so touching, and inside the movie itself, it's just like, I was watching, I was like, damn, like, and it's like 3 minutes long. And you watch, I'm like, yo, this is like, it's sad, but it's cool because there's a moment in the beginning that I forgot about where Cyborg's mom is talking to the dean or whatever, and they found out that he like helped or hacked someone's grades or someone to help her because like this girl in college, her parents died, so he's trying to help her or whatever. She couldn't really study whatever. But the point is, it already showed that Cyborg had like this moral compass. He had this thing about him where he's trying to help people. So now that he has this power, it's like, okay, he could hack into anything. And he's like over here helping this waitress who's like, you know, about to be evicted and all these different things. So I like that storyline. And then also, the only thing I wish that they did, I wish they gave Cyborg like the real helmet, like with the thing on the side that looked like almost like Teen Titans. Because when he's flying and it covers his face, that's the only thing. I'm like, damn, like he's about to smile. He's about to be like, yeah, like don't cover his face. Like, maybe cover pieces of it, but you gotta leave the smile out. You know, don't make him just a robot. So that was the only piece that I was like, dang, I wish they didn't do that too much with the mask. But Cyborg was just, his storyline, I just can't believe they would even cut that out. And it's like, it really brings a fullness to the league, to Zack Snyder's Justice League, having Cyborg there, because he's so different from the other characters. Like, I feel like it works a lot. And the way Wonder Woman goes to try to recruit him and stuff like that, I feel like that all works. And then you got Barry, of course. Gosh, man, I can't believe that. I can't believe Barry. Like, I love Barry. And the thing is, this movie almost made me want to, I think it made me want to watch The Flash again. I know the Flash movie is not the best, but I think that the actor does a great job as the Flash. And I don't know, I just like, whoever they cast next, I'm sure they'll be good, but it's just like, I think he really encapsulated like the Flash's kind of jittery energy and different things like that. And I think it was cool. And also to see if the movie if they were able to keep it going, to see the Flash and Cyborg, maybe they, you know, they have a camaraderie going throughout, and, you know, even the Flash and Wonder Woman, how they kind of like, it's kind of interesting. I like the dynamic there. But when you see, and it's interesting too, because like the Flash, gosh, like, I know Zack Snyder does slow-mo. I know people say, oh, maybe he does too much slow-mo. I get it. I could agree with some of that. But the pacing in this film is so good. Because when I'm watching this movie, I'm like, damn, like, it doesn't even feel like four hours. I'm watching, I'm like, damn, like, I can't believe like 30 minutes passed already, like 40 minutes. There was so many times I was watching this movie where after something happened, I wanted to rewind it and watch it again. But I stopped myself because I'm never going to finish this movie. Because I did it, I did it a couple times with Wonder Woman. Because that Wonder Woman scene when she's fighting in the bank, oh my God. Like, I rewinded, I was like, I think I watched that part like 3 times, and I was like, all right, we got to keep going. Finish it and do your review. But Wonder Woman just, all right, let's go back to Flash. All right. Flash, the scene where he sees Iris, how did he cut that out? Jeez Louise. How do you, bro, that is like so pivotal. Like you just need that piece. You just need, that's a great introduction for the Flash. And I just love that. I just love that whole moment. And some people might say, hey, maybe the truck driver would have never did that and dropped his burger and then and basically crashed into people. But I believe that could happen. I'm sure. There's times when people drop stuff on the floor in the car and they're like, oh, and then the car is shifting a little bit to the right. Like, come on, man. You got to suspend your disbelief at some points. It's a superhero movie after all. But I mean, I'm not saying like everything slide, but I believe that could actually happen. But the point is, I love that scene, and the way the Speed Force is shown is just so amazing. Will I talk about the Speed Force at the end? Yes, I will. That is like one of the best scenes. Like, it's crazy because I watch this movie and I think, is this the best superhero movie ever made? That's what I feel when I watch it. I'm like, is this, it makes me have that question in my mind. Obviously, the way Marvel did Endgame and I'm forgetting the other one. Endgame and the one before Endgame. Those are good movies, but actually, Captain America: Winter Soldier is so high up. And Civil War, Captain America: Civil War, ooh. And you know what also has one of my favorite characters in the world? If people would like to know, my favorite character actually is Spider-Man. So, my whole life. Come at me if you want. Spider-Man is the biggest superhero in the world. Me and my little brother had conversations about this before. Like, is it Batman? Is it Superman? No, it's Spider-Man. I don't care what anyone says. Full stop. Spider-Man is the biggest in the world. And if you want that, look at No Way Home. Obviously, No Way Home had multiple ones, but I knew that was gonna make $1 billion. I remember watching this reviewer, Mr. John Campia, if you guys know John Campia, and he's talking down about Spider-Man. I'm like, he loves Spider-Man too. But I'm like, bro, he be thinking about Deadpool's the world to the world. I'm like, Spider-Man's the best. Whatever. Anyways, I'm on a tangent. Let's go back here. What I'm saying is this: Speed Force with Flash. That scene is amazing. That scene is amazing. He's going back in time, and it's just the craziness of seeing, actually showing these superheroes that we just watched on this journey actually basically gone. They're basically gone. You see the bone, you see the flesh, they're done. And this Flash is like, nah. And he's going back. He's going back. I'm like, yo, like, the craziness to actually show that. They didn't have to show that. They could have showed it from maybe before the blast, like right before the blast. But no, they show like he's really reversing time. Like, it's crazy. And then other than that, to end on a Flash note, I don't want to keep talking about Flash too much, but what I'll say is this. The guy who plays Flash's father in this series, they recasted him in the Flash movie. But the point is, that person, he's such an amazing actor. I'm forgetting his name right now, but he's an amazing actor. He played, and Watchmen, he played Dr. Manhattan and Watchmen. And he's just an amazing actor. And it's like, I know what they were going to do with him. I know for a fact if they did Flashpoint, which they need to do, they don't have to do it, but if they wanted to do Flashpoint and if they replace the Flash, I wouldn't mind. Replace him with a new actor, but someone who's awesome, and I'm pretty sure it can be awesome with a new actor. But the point I'm trying to say is this. The guy who plays Flash's dad, he's so good. If they do a Flashpoint movie, he's going to be Eobard Thawne. Like, if you know this actor, if you've seen him in anything, you know he has that nice jawline. He has that look. He has that voice. He has that presence. He will body Eobard Thawne. If he was Eobard Thawne, oh my God, it would be amazing. And I love that even in the new Flash movie, that they don't really show you what really happened on. They show Flash always trying to go to stop. That's the one part about the new Flash movie that I actually did grip onto. It's like Flash, I love that idea of him keep trying to go back to save his mom and he can't, and it ruins him. I love that idea of him turning into, what's the name? Forgetting the name. But the point is, they never show what happens in the house because it's Eobard Thawne. He kills his mom. And I love that they don't show that. I wanted them to show just a little bit of yellow speed so we could see a super yellow speed so we could see just an inkling of it. But it's all right that they didn't touch on it, because if they decide to do Flashpoint in the future, they still have that storyline to work with, you know? But Jesus. All right, so let's get off of Flash. Superman. Look how long it took me to get back to Superman. That's because Superman is barely in this movie until like the last end, but the movie still works. That's crazy. I was watching a movie, I'm like, I love this movie even with those Superman's gone, because the movie is just good, and that's a testament to Zack Snyder's filmmaking. when Superman, when we get a chance to see Superman again, obviously he's not in the whole thing, but when we see him again, it's such a glorious moment. And then him coming back in contact with characters he hasn't seen in a while, like Lois and different things like that. And Lois is wearing the ring, the wedding ring he left her. It's just crazy because you watch this guy, you watch, well, I'm forgetting his name. Damn, his name shouldn't be forgetful. Come on. How am I forgetting this guy's name? I'm forgetting the villain's name. That's stupid. But I did like the villain. I can't, why am I forgetting his name? Dang. Shoot. Whatever. The point is, it's because I love, how am I forgetting Darkseid? I love Darkseid. So I love that you get to see Darkseid in the flashback and everything. But the point is, Steppenwolf. Pretty sure, yeah, Steppenwolf. So Steppenwolf, the main villain of the story, you see him the whole movie wrecking shop. He's in Themyscira. He's in Atlantis. He's getting all these mother boxes. He's wrecking shop, and he's such a hard force to reckon with. And it's just so crazy because on this rewatch, when I watched it from the beginning, when I saw Steppenwolf, I'm like, it's just so epic seeing him go against all these Themyscirans, and he's going crazy. And it's just crazy. I'm watching him, and he's commanding the respect. I'm like, dang, he's really bodying everything. He's scary. He's a formidable force. But as I'm watching it, since I know what's gonna happen, in the back of my mind, I keep thinking, damn, you have no idea. When Superman gets a piece of you, you ain't nothing, bro. And it's crazy because when Superman comes back on the scene, I'm like, boom! When he takes that thing, yo, I'm like, yo, this guy, like, yo, bro, his comeback is so strong. I'm like, God, like, you just love Superman. You gotta love him. And you gotta love him. You gotta love Superman. You gotta love Supes. He kills it. And he just comes back. He commands the presence. He brings the team together. And it's just crazy because, like, if they were to do more and they were to see Darkseid come back, or Darkseid really come through, and Darkseid is really being more of a formidable force where he's able to really take more punches for Superman and dish him out, then that would be, they needed to have that fight on a different planet or something, because Darkseid don't care about no one. He's going to be taking out Lois, all those different things. And there is rumors, I don't want to bring it up because who knows, but there's rumors about them making more. There's rumors. But who knows who's gonna come back? I don't know about these rumors, but I don't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. I'm in full acceptance of it being over. But I'm actually happy that we still have this movie at least. But as I said, these rumors, if the rumors are true that they are gonna make more Zack Snyder's universe, I don't know, because who's going to come back? If he recasts, I don't even mind it. If some of the characters are recast, I don't mind it. It would be awesome, but I don't really think, like I said, I'm put it to rest. I'm happy with that we have Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's enough for me. And I still love Henry Cavill, so if he were to come back, just do him right, man. Just do him right. That's all I'm saying. Just do him right. But that's what I got to say right there. I did want to show something. Let me show something real quick. So I bought this a while ago. So I just want to show you, like, I am a big fan. So I want to show this here. You know, if you know, you know. I got this beautiful sweater a while ago. And you know what's crazy about my journey is that I had no idea about Zack Snyder's Justice League until I think maybe 7 or 8 months before it hit HBO Max, right when it was really becoming a reality. And I remember watching videos on the idea of Zack Snyder's Justice League when people were still laughing at it, like who knows if this is actually real. And this was like I think 2 or 3 months right before they announced HBO Max might be really getting this, might be really footing the bill for this and finishing it up and just tightening up a little bit and finishing the visual effects and stuff on it. I remember, and I was like, yo, I remember, like, I let go. I was like, dang, I wish that would happen. I wish it would happen. And then it happened. I was like right on time. And I remember my mom watched it. Everyone watched it. I got HBO Max. Like, that's the reason I have HBO Max. Like, I'm just happy we got to see it. And if it's over, it's over. But dang, I don't want to say too much, but I got to say something. Let's just say this. I'm happy we got what we got. And if there's more, that'll be awesome. Oh, and let's talk about. All right, I didn't really talk about my boy. What's his name? Yeah, Arthur. Arthur. I didn't talk about Aquaman. It's cool. All I'm gonna say is Aquaman's awesome. He's awesome. He's buff. He's cool. This movie definitely made me want to work out. I'm not gonna lie. I already work out, but it made me like want to like work on my abs a little bit more and stuff. Like it was an awesome movie. It just made you want to be better in a lot of different ways. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to go too long. But it's Deja Know the Name, Spread Love and Light. This is a long super review for Zack Snyder's Justice League, but I really did enjoy it. And I think I'm good. I don't know if I'll watch Superman Returns again, but who knows? You guys take care. This is my journey for all the Superman movies. And who knows if we get more. Take care. Or let's fly away.